Hello, everyone. We are live. The button is red, so that's good to go. Welcome, everyone, to episode 38. It is of the XBL Party Podcast. I remembered it there, don't worry. My name is Ash, and I'm joined today by the Ginner, Redders TV, Fabio, and Slayer Exclusive. How are you all, gents?
I am
doing
good.
all right. How are you?
We're all alive. What a time to be alive.
Are we?
Here we go, look. And due to people requesting that we bring footage back, because we used to play gameplay footage on the podcast while we did the talk, we've got some for you today. So we're starting off with a bit of Forza, so enjoy it.
Here's the thing. People will just start to see our ugly faces. That's simple as that.
We're still here. We're just slightly small. And at times, like when you all need it, we'll zoom in on Slayer's face.
Oh my god!
It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Gets me through the evening.
But no, we've got some gameplay. We've got a few different games to show you today, but we'll start with Forza Horizon 5 because that's the big game this week. Big shout out to Mesuko in chat. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Oh, I'm stretching. I'm tired. Is anyone else
Are you
tired?
tired,
This week,
really? Actually?
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
I'm
raining right
flying
now
out
over here.
to
There's a big
buses.
thunderstorm, so that makes me even more tired. You know, rainy day.
Yeah,
Waking up
honestly,
running in it.
I've had a coffee and everything today, and I'm still. That's like.
You're dying.
Dead.
Nice.
That's it. Hello, Muppet. Welcome. Obviously, the what you call it? The rugby wasn't that great. Shout out to Lowe's. Please sponsor us. Expect our very important and well-written and professional email begging for sponsorship soon. It's coming. It's coming. Shout out to KY Bob. Thanks for popping in. So we'll jump straight into what we've been playing this last week. When I find the little thing to put on the screen, there it is.
Professionalism.
Oh, look, we've lost Slayer. Slayer's gone.
I told you. I told you this was going to happen.
Yeah. What have we been playing? So I'll take that off for now. You know what we've. So
do it again. We only lose Fabio. I've got you covered.
All right, there we go.
No worries. Much better. Oh, good to go. Good to go. And
we'll start with you, Gina. What you've been playing this week?
So I haven't. Well, I didn't think I got to game much this last week because everyone's been ill that I live with and looking after people and stuff. But it turns out I've played a shitload of Forza Horizon 5. I've played like
sounds good to me.
I've been on it again today, so I've probably clocked in over 30 hours already, and I don't know how.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
yeah.
It's easy to do. I mean, I looked at this morning and how much I'd put into, like me and my son had put into like Forza Horizon 4. Jesus Christ, it was in the triple figure hours, a large amount. A lot of the year last year was wasted on Forza Horizon 4, definitely. So
They just suck you in, don't they?
Oh my! And you don't even duo. You're just playing like random races or random bloody stupid little events. My son doesn't even do the racing. He just looks at the cars and looks at under the bonnets and stuff. That's all he's bothered about.
But I didn't do the festival. Sorry, I didn't do the festival playlists on Forza Horizon 4, but I've got really into them now. So I'm like 6 points off unlocking the DeLorean and stuff. So I'm just kind of, it's like, I'll do this event to get the points. Ooh, what do I win with these points? And then there's a timer on them, which makes you then think that you have to move faster, otherwise you're going to miss out on in life. And yeah, I can't deal with this kind of pressure, but it sucked me in. I'm there.
I just want to point out that Muppet is not drunk this time. Okay.
I bet he's drunk.
Yeah. What was the rugby score after? I missed the England game.
We probably didn't do well because it's England. We're a bit hit and miss. I think I don't really follow rugby. But
we were winning last time I checked. I'll have a look anyway. But that's it for me. I literally played Forza all week.
What about you then, Redders? What you've been playing?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Forza. Finally made it to the Hall of Fame. I sunk as many hours into it as Ginner. But I've managed to complete all the PR stunts nearly. I've just got to do the Trailblazers. But I've also been playing Grand Theft Auto 3, which has been very nice to go back to. I mean, it's got its issues, but It's still fundamentally the same game. But
is it worth it to buy?
I wouldn't buy it at $54.99, but my only gripe with it is the frame rate issues. I don't understand why a 20-year-old game's having such frame rate issues, especially at night time. But also, when you install the game itself, it installs 3 different games. It installs GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas as 3 different installs. I don't understand why they have decided to not allow you to buy them individually. I just find that a bit shit.
Money. Because they know they're all cheap shit ports.
Simple as
they'd rather you spent 50 quid on 3 that you didn't need to. You only want a 1, then spend 20 quid on 1. Do you know what I mean? So,
but there's absolutely no reason why they couldn't easily sell them off one at a time individually. But it's
they don't look that much better than the old iPhone ports, to be fair.
No, I thought
the soundtrack is as limited as it was back then, where they took all the Michael Jackson off, took all the good shit out of it. Like,
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying going back and replaying that storyline and in a new character. A lot of people have issues with the character models. I think they look all right. I don't think they're not, mind blowing. Here's the thing, right? I think everybody's got this misconception that because it's been remade, it's going to look like GTA 5. But people need to remember that these are 20 and 15-year-old games. So they're not going to look like GTA 5. They're going to get they do look nice and polished. I mean, the models look nice. I don't think they look shit at all. I think they look different. I don't think they look shit. For the most part, the game is nice and smooth. I just find that when nighttime comes and the rain starts, the game just suffers from FPS issues, and I just don't think that should be a problem 20 years later. I think it's just a bad. Yeah, there's more than enough power to play that. You can run GTA 3 on a fucking potato, so there's no reason why you can't.
Yeah, you just reminded me. I did actually play the GTA San Andreas remake for an hour or so this week, and it is awful. Yeah,
I haven't touched San Andreas yet.
I think it's quite curious because I always heard that if you were in a game, if you are in a dark environment, the performance is going to be better than.
Yeah, but I think it's because of the way they. I think honestly believe it's because of the new lighting. The lighting has been amped up a little bit. Like the lighting, you get reflections and stuff off everything now, which is nice. But I just think it's really fucking with the frame rate, and I hope they do patch it. I really do hope that they don't just go right here. It is, we're fucking off to develop GTA 6. I hope they go back and patch it and get it running smooth.
That's a shame.
But apparently, if this as well, they're going to do GTA 4. So that'd be good. To be fair, I like going back and just
whether this didn't sell that well. To be fair, because
I just like
money.
I just like going back and replaying that story, and revisiting the areas, and it has its issues, but it's playable. It's certainly enjoyable. But that's about all I've played. I've been playing Smite, of course.
As always.
Yeah.
Is there any single moment where you don't play Smite?
My PC is always playing Smite. I don't play it all the time.
I did actually. I redeemed a skin on Smite the other day. I've never played Smite, but I redeemed another skin. Amazon Prime's giving away, like Twitch Prime's giving away a Raphael black and white skin, I think. And I was like, "That's
I saw that." I tried to get the Krang skin for Zing Ting, but I can't remember my fucking account details on Smite, so I couldn't get it. But yeah, that Raphael skin looks really cool. But apparently, there's a Transformers Battle Pass coming this month, so I'm really excited for that. I'm going to be smashing that.
Sounds cool. I'd probably play that. That sounds quite cool. Mason in the chat's put one thing that you do not get on the Switch version is it cannot hold 30 FPS on GTA 3, and this is the issue. Yeah, it's crazy. It runs worse than the PS2 runs the original version.
There's no reason for it to be running worse.
They've clearly got like their interns doing it or something. They gave like one person it.
It's Grove Street Games, isn't it? It's a completely different studio.
Like, or it's just interns doing a shitty job, or because maybe Rockstar thinks like those other developers with the Series S, like it's a less powerful console, so there's no need for us to spend the time and money on that to make a good optimization.
Yeah, but it's badly optimized on every console. That's the thing.
It's badly optimized
on the Switch.
No, yeah, I do understand. It's just because it may be something related to it may be the least powerful console we have, but it is quite complex to make a good optimization the way we intend to do it. So you know what I mean? I think it may
I
be
just
something
think
like that also.
it's really shit that Rockstar went so aggressive towards taking down the old versions of the games and also in taking down the modded versions of the games, because the modded versions look so much better than what the Definitive
They
Edition
knew it
does.
must have been bad because there was no real footage shown in
Yeah,
advance.
there was no gameplay.
It was all embargoed until release day. And when
to be fair,
embargoed till release day, that means they know it's shit. They just don't want to admit it.
And to be fair, I don't understand. GTA, the Definitive Edition, was the first game that I've seen anyway, where the release date, you couldn't play it on release date. You had to wait till fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon to play it in the UK. I just found that really bizarre. Because like normally you can play from midnight, but I couldn't on that. Maybe it's because that's when it's been into Game Pass.
PlayStation get listing it early or something. They ended up pulling a load of them.
I don't know
if that's true. I saw something on Twitter and I didn't care about it, but that may explain that.
Yeah, I know that they pulled it off. Sorry, go on.
No, go on, Radis, please.
They've pulled it off the PC store now, haven't they? You can't get the PC version at the moment because apparently the Holy Grail files have been leaked for the game, so they've had to pull it off that.
They've had the hot coffee mod. There's been links. I think there was the music that wasn't supposed to be in the game. The files were still there, so they've just been like, "Nah, you can't even play that shit now. Thank you." Even if you've bought it, they've stopped you being able to play it.
Like, I was going to ask you this, like, are we dealing with a situation just like with Warcraft 3 Reforged?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think they've just dropped the fucking ball on it, haven't they?
Like, where they made a shitty version of the beloved game, and they decided to, you know what, this is the only way you can play it. Are we dealing with something like that?
I get the impression that they've just got like 10 people from the studio and just given it and said, "Here, do the best you can with this," and just left them to it for a week.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they spent a lot of time on it. I mean, I say that the models, like the main character models and stuff, don't look bad, but then other models look awful.
Yeah, and they've changed models. You wouldn't even think about why they've changed it. I don't get it.
It looks like you're watching Robot Chicken. In my opinion.
Thin Burr, how's it going, dude? Good to see you as always.
It is. I'm telling you. I was actually streaming it the other day, and I was like, there's someone watching me. I was like, "Yo, this is like a Robot Chicken." They laughed because they were like, "Yeah, that's actually true." I was like meeting up with Salvatore, and I was like, "Yo, this is like just a scene from Robot Chicken right now."
Because I get it. I get it. It's the same reason why everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Halo doesn't look that next gen." I think if you fuck with it too much, it doesn't become what people love. And I can understand why they would want to keep it relatively similar to what the originals were, because once you start playing around with it too much, you don't capture that same magic. So, I mean, I get why it's very little upgrade, but just it should be running at a solid 60 frames a second. Even in performance mode, it doesn't hold 60 frames a second. It's stuttering all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even on Series X.
There's no reason for that to be a performance mode. It's a fucking Series X. It's got more than enough power to handle GTA 3.
That's what I'm mostly surprised, like, because on the Series S, we will end up having some games that are badly optimized and they are just going to have some sort of frame drops. But on a Series X that has 12 teraflops and all of that jazz, like, to have those issues, I think it baffles me, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
it's lazy development. That's all it is.
Yeah, definitely. Before we continue, big shout out to everyone in the chat. If you haven't already, if you could hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. It helps us go up the bloody YouTube algorithm gods that they decide people watch this or not. So if you can hit the like, it really helps us. We've also got a giveaway today, which is a copy of Fury of Dracula for Xbox. It's a worldwide code developed by Nomad Games. So this is the sort of digital version of the Games Workshop board game, where basically it's like 4v1, where you're vampire hunters tracking down Dracula across Europe, basically. Really cool board game if you've ever played it. But all you have to do to win it is be subscribed to the YouTube channel and leave a comment in the chat. So everyone who's commented, as long as you subscribe to the channel you're in, and we'll pick someone towards the end of the show. And all you have to do is prove that you are a subscriber, and I'll fire your code over after the show. But But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for jumping in and seeing so many of you this weekend. It's really great that there's so many in chat already. What have you been playing this week, Slayer?
So it's actually quite a bit of a busy week for me because I've been out sick all week. So I got to play a lot. I played some indie games. I don't know if was this week. Yeah, it was this week. I played Serve Love Lot. That was kind of interesting. Took about 2.5 hours. Another easy
Fall
achievement game
Guys.
is like a platformer. I did play Fall Guys, yes, for my 200 sub stream. So thank you for everyone who joined. That was a lot of fun.
I was there.
First,
I was there.
You were. My first YouTube live stream was a lot of fun. And I actually I finished up Alan Wake. I finished all the DLC. I have to say with that game, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if have one of you guys played it like fully?
Not the remaster. I haven't. I've only played.
Okay.
I bought it on release. I haven't played it yet. I keep meaning to go to it.
Yeah, I'm talking about in terms of the story though, because for me, I feel like I don't know. Am I the only one here that feels like the story didn't really wrap up the way that you would think it would?
It doesn't end. It leaves you hanging for more.
Yeah,
you're never gonna get.
And it's like,
we
what
might
the hell,
get it.
man?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, hopefully. I'm definitely hoping for number 2 because, like,
you can see why people have been asking for all these years, though. For
I guess so, yeah. Because the base game was like, okay. I thought like, okay, the DLC's there, so maybe that kind of wraps things up. But then I played the DLC and I was like, okay, I have more questions than I had before. So, but it was kind of cool though. Cool to experience that game for the first time in its remastered state. Played a bit more ESO. And I think the highlight for me was World War Z. I've been playing my friends and I started through that game like from the scratch, and we've gotten like past like 5 or 6 episodes now. And it's been a lot of fun, just playing through co-op in 4 players and just going through all the stories, all the episodes. That game is awesome. I just love how many zombies there are. It's so great. Like it's a different experience for Back 4 Blood for me, and I think you can't really compare the 2 games. It's there are zombie games, but like I feel like World War Z has a distinct gameplay loop. So that was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll continue that tonight or tomorrow. And the other game that I played was GTA 3, the remaster. I'm pretty much on board with Redders. I think you should only buy this game if you're in it for the nostalgia trip. If you're a new gamer into the series, you're not gonna, and you've only played GTA 5. You're not going to like this game because, it shows its age at this point, And the only thing I really have to like say about the whole nighttime thing, for me, I didn't really have drop frames, and I have it on like the graphical settings. So I don't know if that was just, I'm not sure if that's like maybe just something that you've experienced.
I tend to notice it more around the main starting area, that main base where you first land in GTA 3. I get it a lot there.
Gotcha.
And I get it usually at night time, and when the rain starts to fall, that's when it really starts to hit. But apart from that, during the day, it's smooth like butter. It's like
yeah. I mean, I do like the graphics. I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a step up from the when it first came out, and
okay,
like the lighting and the cars and stuff look really nice and sleek.
I just love that clouds got like a proper face now.
Yeah, and the moon looks a lot nicer. The one thing that I didn't try though, the one person that I was one of the people that were watching me stream. He mentioned he kind of reminded me that when you shoot the moon with a sniper in the old game, it changes size. I don't think that happens anymore. Has anyone tried that?
I haven't tried that yet. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see if that happens because like the moon looks a lot different. It looks a lot more realistic. But yeah, the only thing that I've experienced that I had an issue with was when it's nighttime and it rains. I can't see shit.
Yeah,
like I'm just driving. And I'm just like. I was like, I'm driving. I'm like, I have to look at the map to know where I'm going rather than the screen because I have no idea what the hell's in front of me.
The new lighting can be a bit intense. The mission bombed the base where you have to try and protect 8-Ball as he's trying to get across that boat.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I couldn't see the enemies because it was so dark.
A friend of mine had the same issue actually, and he had to really wait.
The only way I could actually complete that mission was by running 8-Ball over and pinning him down with a car so I could kill the enemies before he could run in. That's the only way I could get it to work.
That's crazy. No, I got lucky. I got that mission done on my second or third try. I just kind of I was getting
for me, like, controllers.
For me, it was like morning time. I guess it just timed out well for me. Like it was perfect time for me.
I had a late afternoon, early evening, and I
Okay.
just couldn't see anything because the boat doesn't even light up either when the when the nighttime comes. I'm kind of guessing where they are to shoot them.
Yeah. I think I pretty much like streamed for like 3 hours yesterday, and I got to the second area, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's where I left it today. Just got to the second area. I got to the second safe house.
Yeah, I felt like I got through the missions a lot quicker than when I was younger because, my friends were talking about that too.
I remember it taking ages when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I just seem to be flying through it now.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were like, talking about like we remember like when one like we were like stuck on one mission for like a whole day, and I literally got through like knocked all of them out in like a freaking 3 hours. So.
How did you manage to get all the missable achievements and stuff? Because there's five of them. There's 5 of them within the first hour. Like you can knock them out in the first hour. So I managed to get all of them.
Nice. No, I didn't check beforehand, which was a rookie mistake on my part. But thankfully, they're all in the first area, and then like within the first few hours. So.
You can easily get to it in the first hour. All 4 or 5 of them, I think. I think that might be like the same for all the GTAs. So you never know. You might be able to do the same for Vice City and San Andreas. But I think all the missables are within the first hour. I think they haven't done anything dickish like leave it like the last mission, shit like that, which is nice.
Yeah, the only one that I did manage to get was the one where it's the mission where you're going to put the car bomb, and then you deliver it to that restaurant where the guy gets in and he gets exploded. Like that's the only one where I get like I did it on my first try without any damage. Yeah. All right, and that's pretty much it for me. It was a really nice week.
What am I knocking out? Oh, missable achievements, Muppet. There's I believe there's 4 or 5 in each GTA, so been knocking them out.
Yeah. What about you then, Fabio? If you're there, what you've been playing?
Well, as you know, I've been playing a bit of Halo Master Chief Collection. Ash and we jumped into some multiplayer matches. Was quite fun. Yes, I'm really bad at it, but I do enjoy it. And like it was a pretty salty section of multiplayer because there were moments where I was salting and raging a lot. Other moments Ash was raging on me. It was just really funny. I was just stealing his kills. It was just really fun and all. And I finally started to play Forza Horizon 5, and holy crap, what a game. Like I'm still at the beginning of it, but it was just so like I think it's amazing what Playground Games is capable of doing it. And like while I was playing the game, I was thinking, wait a second, I'm playing this game on a Series S. This is a $299 console. Like and they managed to do this, and this game is available on Xbox One, so it's a cross-gen game. So like imagine how it is going to be with next-gen only games in the future. So I think it's just amazing. Like it's really impressive. One thing that I want to point out is that people were saying that they got like quite emotional during the beginning of the game, during the intro of the game. I wasn't. What got me emotional was when I heard the Banjo-Kazooie Spiral Mountain theme that is available for you to unlock in Forza Horizon.
Is your car horn?
Exactly. I cried when I heard that because like I was, my God, like Banjo-Kazooie is one of my top 3 favorite games of all time. So it is quite emotional to me to finally hear it back. Like it's just amazing.
It's really cool that they've done that with different games. I really want the Sea of Thieves and the Halo themes for the car horn.
I got the Sea of Thieves ones. Sea of Thieves, sorry. I got that one.
Yeah, it's really
like,
cool.
I'm actually quite curious because they got Battletoads, they got Sea of Thieves, they got Killer Instincts, but they don't have. They also got Banjo-Kazooie, obviously, but they don't have Perfect Dark. And Perfect Dark is a game that it was announced to return. Curious.
Maybe it just didn't sound very good.
Was Jenna taking the piss the other day when he said that there was a Doom horn? Or is there actually a Doom horn in the game?
I think there is a Doom horn as well.
Oh, wow, really?
Yes,
That'd be really cool.
The Doom one's pretty good because it's like proper like.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Like I like he gave exactly the right vibes of the OG Doom game. So yeah. Really awesome.
There's nothing worse though when you do those spins and then you don't get anything good. You get a dance or you get a congratulations, you are a very good driver, like emotes, like response. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want a car. I want money, or I want horns.
Like I was quite like surprised that they actually decided to improve on how the story mode goes to actually make your character talk and interact, like, and truly have cutscenes in that. I think it was really interesting.
I just have to say, this bit here on screen, I was getting ready to throw the fucking controller on this. No matter what I did, I just could not get more than 2 stars. I felt like I was absolutely flooring it, and I just couldn't get 3 stars. That's a hard mission, man. That's a really hard one.
But did you manage to grab the 3 stars?
No, I never managed it. I raged it off and then went else.
Wick, you are Wick, good sir. No, just kidding.
There was nothing I could do to beat the 3 stars.
Get good, get better.
I know.
Simple as that.
I did all the V10 ones, but I just couldn't do this one.
No, just kidding, but it's all good. But yeah, that is it for me.
Yeah, and this week for me, I mean, we played Halo last night and it was a good laugh. If you're into Halo Master Chief Collection, jump on because you can get the Duke controller for your shoulder pieces and the OG Xbox as your back piece, which is awesome. And at the moment, the armor set you can unlock is like a Spartan armor. It's with like the headpiece, the helmet. It looks ace. So
yeah, like
we had fun playing with that.
That's the season 8 customizable armor parts or something like that.
Yeah, it's really, really good, really good. So I was enjoying that. This week, I actually decided I was going to try and clear it. I plugged my 360 back in upstairs, and I was like, oh, I want to play some stuff. So I was telling Slayer about this the other day. I finally cleared a game that I bought on release day in 2009 and never got round to actually properly playing. So I've sat and I played through, what was it called now? Wallace and Gromit, Fright of the Bees.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah, you didn't tell me what the title was.
No, I've had that in my backlog and wanting to play it for ages, but I don't have the others, so I can't actually play the rest of them. I only bought the first one, and then I never played it, so I didn't buy the others, but it was nice to go back. It's a fun little sort of Telltale style game, but it's a Telltale game, isn't it?
So, yeah.
They recently brought it back on PC. They re-released it on PC this year or last year. So
maybe there's hope.
That's it. I'm fingers crossed they're going to do like a collection on Xbox at some point at least.
That'd be really cool. I mean, are the others that you don't have still available to buy?
Not on Xbox, no. Can't get them.
Okay.
There's them and the Jurassic Park games are the only ones I don't own on Xbox for Telltale games. But the Jurassic Park game, you can buy it on disc and it is region free, so I need to pick up a copy from America at some point. So
I think I actually have that one. I think I bought it, so I have it. Like I'm able to download on my Series X.
It's currently available on the American Xbox store to buy Jurassic Park.
Oh wow!
You just can't buy it in the UK, but it is region free. So it's not a great game, but I want to add it to my collection. I've got it on PS. I had it on PS3, I think. So I never bought it.
It's not a great game. It's not even a good game. But...
no, but
I just want it.
It's Jurassic Park and it's Telltale, so I want to get it at some point.
Hey man, that's the game collector heart right there.
That's it. I went on a spree last year. I bought Guardians. I bought the Borderlands, Game of Thrones on physical. I've got the 2 Minecraft ones that got delisted. I still haven't played through a lot of them, but I do like a bit of Telltale. I've got all the Walking Dead. So
yeah, they're nice games to play when you just want to like unwind and just chill out. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Telltale was such a good developer. Like I still think The Wolf Among Us is my favorite game from them.
What happened to Telltale games? Did they get bought out or something?
Yeah, someone's basically bought them out, relaunched it, but they don't have all the licenses. They have some of them. I think they've still got Batman, Wolf Among Us, and a couple of others, and they're slowly releasing more games and bringing older ones back. But it's not the same company at all. It's a brand new company, just who own the name and have a development studio, basically. So
yeah, like I was going to say, because the most recent news that I heard from Telltale Games were just like they were being shut down, and then I was like, fucking shit.
Yeah. They are doing a sequel though to Wolf. Is it Wolf Among Us? That's been announced, and I think they announced the Batman sequel is coming, but when I don't know.
Nice.
I like the two Batman ones. So
I was never able to get into Telltale games. I can't. I have a hard time just playing out a story. I like to actually be interacting with it. Does that make sense?
They are quite interactive though. I mean, especially the Batman ones I thought were really good. They're some of the better ones. To the people in the chat talking about like the old Xbox games and stuff, we will be getting to that. It's one of the topics.
No worries. We will talk about that.
On the list.
It's all good.
But what else have I played? I'm trying to think. One I played a couple of like classic re-releases today for reviews. One was really good, which was Gynoug or something like that. I can't pronounce it. Gynoug. It's a re-release of a Mega Drive game on Xbox. It's a shmup, really, really good. Highly recommend it. And then I also suffered through the Immortal, which is by Qbyte and Pico. And I expected better because Pico games normally do really good ports, but this was terrible. Like, it doesn't tell you anything, and it's painful to play because like it's one of those games that probably came with a big fat instruction manual guide sort of thing, you know, back in the big boxed PC days where you had like a fucking novel to read to learn how to play and stuff. Doesn't come with anything. It literally tells you there's 3 buttons that do 3 actions. It doesn't tell you what they are. So you just constantly die doing, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know how to play. There's no instructions. So I feel like that's a game that should have had a manual or a tutorial or something. Spent 5 minutes, which ruins a semi-decent game in that sense.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've not played a huge amount. It's mainly been Forza and a few sort of indie games, and I've been trimming away at trying to clear through them. And I played a bit of Lego Harry Potter with my kids earlier. That's quite fun. I do like the Lego games, so we're working through that. I'm just letting them really play it, and I'm just there to sort of assist when they get stuck. So it's nice to see them playing together, co-op, when they're only like sort of like 5 and 7. They're getting on quite well with it. So
got to start them young.
Well,
that's it.
Fair enough then.
But yeah, we'll jump into the topics.
On to the topics.
But big shout out, like I say, to everyone in chat. It's really nice to see how busy it is tonight. Like I say, if you're just watching and you're not chatting, thank you for just turning up. Hit that like button, hit the share it out there. And we do have a giveaway if you missed it earlier. Fury of Dracula on Xbox. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment in the chat, and we'll pick one of you at the end, and we'll fire you a code over. It's that simple. And big thank you to Nomad Games for giving us a code for that as well, because they've been really cool about it. So thank you very, very much. So we're going to jump on to our first topic, which is that this week was the 1-year birthday of the Xbox Series X and S consoles.
Congrats!
So we
we are very excited here.
If you got your console on launch, if you did get your console on launch,
fireworks.
You'd had it a year now. There's been lots of updates.
What great
cool
year!
Stuff. It's been an amazing year for gaming.
It's been awesome,
never gamed so much. Oh, it has. Not just on Xbox, but just in general, it's been an amazing year. But I love my Series X. I thought we'll just discuss like how we've got on with the consoles for the year. I know I've got one. I know you've got a Series S, Fabio. I think Slayer and Redders, you've got next gen consoles as well. I know.
I got Series X. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, for me, I'll start. But for me, like, Quick Resume has changed fucking my gaming. I mean, the fact that I can come back a month after playing a game on a disc, put the disc in, and it instantly starts where I was without having to save it is crazy. I mean, that's on a physical disc. I've took the disc out. I've watched movies. I've played other games. I come back. I put this disc in, and it boots right back to where I was. Is in like seconds. Is just crazy.
It is awesome. Yeah,
I can't believe
game changer.
How quick loading times are, how great all the games look. It feels like, I know people moan about the UI being the same, but I was grateful that the UI didn't change because I thought it was fine. The only thing they could have done to improve it was make it blades.
Here's the thing. It's not. I don't think it is a situation where the UI is exactly the same, because it's been changing over the years. When you compare the UI that we have now with the UI that we had on the Xbox One when it was first released, like, this is a huge step.
Oh yeah, but I mean, when the Series X came out, it is basically the same UI that was currently at that time on the One.
Yeah, but
the thing is, I didn't want a new UI. I think it's too jarring. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you get a new phone, you don't want to have a whole new fucking UI to get used to. So I like the fact that it was like familiar, straight out of the box. It was what I was already used to. So I wasn't that bothered by the UI being the same.
But I think it's mostly because it's Microsoft's new approach into just trying to how can I say this, into giving more options to people. Like, I wasn't able to get a Series X or Series S. No worries, you will have some of the benefits because we now have xCloud. We now have it not only on PC and mobile, but also on console in the future and all of that jazz. We have an updated UI, the updated Xbox Store. Like, I think those kind of stuffs are just the way they are trying to, how can I say it, to give this approach to the more options, the better. So yeah, but I do understand the criticism towards
I must admit though, the current store is awesome. Like, I think the current
it's
store
a lot
is so
better.
fast and quick.
It's amazing.
I must shout out though, I don't know if anyone saw this on Twitter. You can currently play, obviously, cloud games through the app on the PC and on the Xbox now. Did anyone see the issue I was having where it would only show half the screen?
I think so. I saw that.
Basically, if I tried to play it through my Series X or my PC on the Xbox app, it wouldn't load the game very well, and it would like half screen it. Yet if I went on the exact same computer, on the exact same internet, not changed anything, and used the web browser version, it played absolutely fine. So I'm not sure what that's an issue. I don't know if that's a glitch, but it was annoying as hell because I was trying to play it on my Series X and I couldn't play anything. But I then went onto my laptop and it was doing exactly the same thing. I was like, I've played games on this before. I played like 3 missions of Destroy All Humans and it was fine. Why is it being a shit now? And then I stuck my web browser on and just went into like the xbox.com/play. Played like a fucking charm. Literally played perfectly, apart from obviously that slight Vaseline.
Okay, that's bizarre.
Yeah, it's so weird. So I've raised a ticket. I just don't get it. It's like I've not changed my internet connection. I've not changed anything. It's just a weird little bug. Yeah, very, very, very odd. But
I'm having like major issues with my Xbox app on my computer for some reason. I can't download any games. Every time I try to, it just says error encountered, and I can't like update it. I can't uninstall it because it's like part of the OS.
The Xbox app is a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there is an update coming for the Xbox app in the next week where you can install games to custom directories, and so
yeah, I hope that fixes my issue. Because like I was excited to play like Age of Empires, the new one, and I can't because it's just like I tried to install it. Like, it actually, the first time that I tried to install it, it went all the way to 99%. And at 99%, it encountered an error. And then I was like, great, okay. So then I tried to like restart my computer, and then it would just like keep saying like encounter an error. I was like, oh well, there goes that.
Did you play it on the cloud? You could have played Age of Empires on the cloud, I think.
I haven't tried that yet. But I wanted to like actually.
I'm just too lazy to install it. I tried when I was going on the cloud the other day. It was just because there was one of those like November you have to play a top 10 game, and I was like, I don't want to install the game I was playing just to get this one achievement, just to get the 250 or 500 reward points. So I was like, I'll just play it on the cloud. And by the time I finally got the cloud working, I may as well have just fucking installed it and deleted it. I was so fuming.
Here's the thing. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I think it's just funny the notion that we were saying, "Oh yeah, what a great first year of the Xbox Series X and S," and now we are just talking, "Oh yeah, this is not working. This is shit." And all
No,
kind of stuff.
it's still been a great year. The console's been great, but you've got to call out the shitty bits. Like Cloud, when I play Cloud on my desktop, it works fantastic. Like, and I'm only on like a 40 meg connection, and it works amazingly. But why does the same thing not work on both things? That's the one thing Microsoft sucks at, and they need to fix is their sort of apps and the sort of making things work as they should. But when they do get it working, look at the Series X. Like the machine itself is a fucking amazing thing of beauty. Like how it works and it runs everything. Like I say, it's immense.
I'll tell you what I love about the Series X is when they announced it originally and they started saying, "Oh yeah, quick resume and FPS boost," a lot of people were just thinking, "Oh yeah, these are just keywords for them to sell the console." But I'll tell you what, man, quick resume and FPS boost are game changers for sure. And I really do hope that they add more titles to the FPS boost program, because going back and playing older games, with solid 60 frame rate, I mean, it's fantastic, and it makes you want to go back and play them again when they're not behaving like turd. So it's. Yeah, I really hope.
I also like how they've got that like smoothness to the textures as well. It's like playing it on an emulator.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get why people want to play it at like, this is how it used to look shit. No, I want it to look the best of the best. I don't want it to have scan lines. I don't want it to be janky. I don't want it to be like slightly blurry textures. I want them crystal clear. I'm getting on. I've got to wear glasses. I don't want it to look shit on top of me being blind. It needs to just be great in all access. Do you know what I mean?
Just to touch on the quick resume as well. I was looking the other day on mine, and I played Far Cry 5 maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and it's still right there in quick resume, ready for me to take over again. So it's phenomenal. The tech's phenomenal. Yeah, I'm just watching this gameplay here. I absolutely suck at these kind of games. I just don't have the reactions.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've got infinite health on this point. It was so hard. I couldn't complete it, and I wanted to get to the end and see what the bosses look like, because the bosses are immensely crazy on this game.
There's too much shit going on for me to keep up with it. I just die over and over again.
The bullets look like that rain in San Andreas.
Yeah. It does look a lot smoother on the original game. It's just because it's not super, like, it's a bit laggy when it uploads onto StreamYard, so it doesn't look as shit as GTA 3. It just looks slightly better than GTA 3's rain.
Like,
what I like though is that when you're shooting the bullets, it hits the water and it leaves like it actually leaves like splashes. I thought that was quite a neat little touch for like a shmup, but I wasn't expecting that. So.
But like, going back to the consoles, the Series X and S, I am a user of a Series S actually, and I am very proud of it. And yeah, besides everything you guys already talked about, the quick resume and the quality of it, I think the best part for me that I really love from that console is, since I am playing on a Series S, I have to deal with some limitations in comparison with what the Series X is capable of doing it. But I do enjoy for some reason I do enjoy those limitations. Like, for example, I love the fact that I can test some, like, 3 modes: performance, quality, and ray tracing modes on some games. I think it's quite interesting because I can understand better the technology behind the console and what it's capable of doing. I'm not saying that it is like, oh my god, this is much better than the Series X. I would only recommend the Series S over the Series X. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that for many people this is kind of a limitation, but to me it is actually one of the best parts of it, because I can understand better what is the tech that we are dealing with, and how does it work, and how does it feel to play it, and it's just really great in my opinion.
You get a lot of bang for your buck in that Series S. Sorry.
The value of it is insane. Like,
and when you combine that with Gamepass, I mean, it's incredible value. I mean, 1080p 60 FPS it's still a very great gaming experience.
Like,
so
I think the value of Game Pass and that the Series S is capable of doing it. And this is such a really good move from Microsoft, in my opinion. Is mostly because I live in Brazil. Things are really expensive here. Like a Series X costs 5,000 Brazilian reais, and during the Xbox One generation, the price that the Series X has was like 2,300 Brazilian reais. So the dollar just went really high and the Brazilian real just went really down through the years. And like to see a console, a next gen console, where I can just buy for 2,700 reais, Brazilian reais, is just really great for me because I don't have to. Oh my god, I need to spend 5,000 Brazilian reais on a console and now more 2,000 Brazilian reais on a 4K TV, and I need to make sure that it is not that it is a TV that is capable of 120 FPS and HDR and all that stuff, and the price just goes high up, and I need to think about the games. So like,
I think it's definitely one of the
amazing.
edges that the Xbox has over the PlayStation 5, the fact that you can get a cheaper version which is also capable of putting out great image quality. I mean, the only thing that puts me off the Series S is the limited hard drive space.
I do understand.
But for what you're paying, you get 1080p 60 FPS. You also get access to Gamepass like next to nothing these days. It's such great value for money.
One thing that is quite a shame from the Series S is because developers are not that much dedicated into learning how to work with the hardware to make good optimizations. I'm talking about you, control developers. I'm talking about you fucking shitheads. Like, because here's the thing: it is the weakest console that we had, but it is the most complex to work on, in my opinion, because you have a console that is way more focused on CPU than on the GPU, and you have to put the next gen features on it. Microsoft managed to put those next gen features on the console with their games. Forza Horizon 5 is an example. Like Microsoft Flight Simulator, Gears of War 5, like all of those games, they all feel next gen. They all play and feel next gen now with the Series S. But other developers are just not that much dedicated.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's fair.
I think as the gen progresses, though, this will become a different sort of case, because they'll all be doing like next gen only. Will be starting in a year or so, and so they'll all be automatically scaled and optimized, ready. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like at the moment, obviously,
the only negative,
they're still in the sort of phase between, aren't they?
The only negative I have towards my Series X is I wish that third party were able to develop the hard drives, because I don't want to pay the same price for a 2 terabyte expansion card as what I could for a Series S. I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is why
I think that's very unrealistic.
And this is why my limitations are to use a normal external hard drive. So yeah. And I'll just
I know you can just get I know you can get mechanical and just like move them on the fly, but it would have really been nice to have more options for the expansion slot as opposed to just using Seagate's overpriced expansion cards.
The Seagate one's coming to an end
forward and backwards. Yeah, supposedly, unless you never know, they could have paid for more
exclusive time. Yeah,
they could have pulled a Sony in a Final Fantasy and just been like, "Nah, Seagate get it forever. They've paid more."
Thought you're bitter.
I don't care about, you know what I feel about Final Fantasy. I have no issues, but I wouldn't surprise me if
we are
in the money.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, we're only like 19 subs away from Ash having to humiliate himself by playing Final Fantasy 7
and
on a stream.
And not complaining by a single thing, okay? You are only going to say good things during that stream, okay?
If you are watching this podcast and you haven't subscribed yet, get on it, because we can't wait to see Ash play that game on live stream. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to live stream it. I'm going to, like I said, Final Fantasy 7, I think is, for those who don't have a clue, I think it's probably one of the most overrated games in the world. I'm sick of people saying how great it is. It's aged horribly. It's not the best RPG in the world. Final Fantasy IX is better.
Ash, we had
happily...
11 viewers. We had 11 viewers. Now that you said that, we only got 10. Well done. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Meisuko says I've got to have a Tifa cosplay. I'm not sure who
Yeah,
that is.
you will.
It's one
You
of them.
will. No, you
either
will wear
a
that
Tifa cosplay, or you have to wear a Cloud wig.
I know Cloud is the one with the stupid hair and the giant sword gun, isn't he?
Exactly.
No, he's got a sword. It's the Final Fantasy VIII character that's got the sword gun, isn't it? They all blend into generic. So,
the sword gun.
It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. I mean, it only got Final Fantasy only got good when they put Mickey Mouse in. We all know that. Apart from Final Fantasy IX.
Final Fantasy X is the best one.
Jesus.
No.
It is by miles.
It's the Mickey Mouse in Final Fantasy X. If not, it's not as good as Kingdom Hearts. And Kingdom Hearts isn't that good either. It's just I just get off the nostalgia Disney shit in the background. I love it.
We just going in on all JRPGs today. Is that the show?
No, Blue Dragon. I love Blue Dragon. I love Dragon.
That's the
Dragon
topic.
Quest.
That's
Dragon Quest is amazing. I love Lost Odyssey. All those games that Xbox didn't give a fuck about. I do. Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon.
No, yeah, amazing. I know. I'm just kidding.
Final Fantasy VII. I don't think it's that good, but I will buy it on Xbox just because at least I'm going to get achievements out of it. I'm going to fucking play it, and I will play it and I will suffer it for a good few hours.
Was it 12 hours? You were saying, wasn't it going to be a 12-hour stream?
I don't know if I'll last. I'll do my best. I will literally. Yeah, but 6 hours of it is just me passed out asleep while it's on in the background. It'd just be as enjoyable as watching the game anyway, so don't worry. So
maybe they'll have the hot tub on for the
we are nearly there. We're only 19 subs away.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, you'd be like that one guy. Wasn't like a couple years ago there was that one guy that got like kind of famous. He went viral because he like fell asleep and people were just watching him snore away.
It was Snoop Dogg.
No.
He
played for like 5
hours later.
Rage quit at Madden or something and just left it on and was stormed off and just left it streaming for like 2 hours. And he's still got more subs than more watches than most streamers will ever get in a stream. Which is
he's been streaming recently and he's left his feed muted for like 3-4 days and not realised. So he clearly doesn't read comments or give a shit. Like he's just.
Do you remember that time? What he played a game for like a pre-release, like a early access to sort of promote this game. It didn't even look like you were playing it. He wasn't even holding the fucking pad half at time, and it were moving. He was just like,
"Oh wow,
yeah, this shit good, man." And it was like, and he's fucking. He was like holding pad like this, and fucking guy was shooting people on screen. So clearly, he was just playing along to a stream, just like pretending to play.
Or maybe someone in the background was playing for him. Like one of his.
You've got to love Snoop Dogg, especially his cousin It in the new Addams Family film. So you've got to give him credit where credit's due.
He's quite funny.
His cousin.
He also, his cousin It. The little. He does. He raps now.
Yeah.
I've seen the new one. He raps. No. He just sort of sounds like Snoop on a normal day, but like a slightly higher pitch, like Snoop's high as fuck, and they just recorded it and then just put him into like the what is it? The Alvin and the Chipmunks fucking thing to make him sound a bit high pitched. Speaking of that, we all need to chip in. We can buy that. What is it, like 500,000 or 500,000 or something? We can buy the rights to Alvin and the Chipmunks. That'd be amazing. We don't need sponsors then. That's it. Yeah, Alvin and the Chipmunk play Xbox games and shit. That's it.
Future shows.
That's it. You see how I spend my time wise on the internet looking at crap, don't you? Like, how much is Alvin and the Chipmunks being sold for?
Like it. That's our host, guys. That's it. We couldn't find anyone better than that.
That's it. Yeah. You're old. You wouldn't get by without me. Don't worry. But I think we've pretty much said everything there is about the 1 year anniversary. It's been great, and yeah,
we can't wait for the future.
Yeah, for me, really quickly, just for me,
swapping our consoles Monday.
Just for me, like I didn't get a chance to speak yet, so I just want to just put something.
And you won't get it. Next topic.
No, I just like for me, the Series X is awesome because oh my god. It's because like everyone said basically what I'm gonna say, but I just want to add on a few things. So like for me, it's definitely the loading times. Like I'm sure you guys all remember like back in the day when you're like, okay, got a loading screen, can check my phone for stuff. Now it's like, oh my god, I don't even have a chance to I basically pick it up, look at the lock screen, and I'm like, okay, well, the game's loaded. All right, there you go. and then just being able to play the backward compat games on with increased like the auto HDR feature and increased FPS is freaking awesome.
Travel actually feels like fast travel now, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly. That too.
I think it's quite funny that if you are a PC gamer, you're not going to experience as much joy as we are having because you are already used to this.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Well, like finally, it's not. Yeah, but you've got to admit though, we've also got to like bow our heads and remember the good days of having loading screen mini games and hints and tips. We don't get that anymore. They just fucking load past.
Yeah.
I remember playing. Is it Konami or Namco Bandai that have the patent on mini games in loading screens? So they were only ever on like Dragon Ball Z and anime games because they're the ones that own the rights to it.
I used to love running around on Assassin's Creed in an empty room, waiting for the game to load.
That's it, yeah. Don't get that shit anymore, do you?
FIFA had the best ones. We had all the mini training games, and you could play a little match and everything.
Yeah, before
one good thing EA did. Yeah, bless them.
And now look at it; it's gone to shit.
They're losing the FIFA license, aren't they? EA Games.
Yeah, they've given it up. Yeah, but they still own the rights to the players and the likenesses and the teams. They just don't own the name FIFA.
They've realised they don't need
FIFA were really, they were really like hard selling them, weren't they? They want like $1 billion for the license now, as opposed to like
now it's going to be like
Take-Two was going for it. Take-Two was supposed to be going for it now.
I think now it's going to be called FC for Football Club.
They'll save us from those monetized card-hungry football games. Don't you worry. Take-Two, they'll sort it right out.
Hopefully, Madden is going to have a better face.
All they're going to do is cheap. They're going to buy the old FIFAs off of EA, and they're just going to shitly port them to the new consoles. Because we've seen how they do it with GTA. That's it. Yeah.
It could be worse. It could be going to 2K games. So
2K are owned by Take-Two, aren't
they? Yeah, that's what we mean.
Right. They will.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
That's their sports arm.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
2K games is where sports games go to die.
I apologise if anyone's having like an epileptic fit watching this on YouTube.
I'll tell you what, I can't stop watching it. I'm literally just sat here staring.
Look at that. The special is a little angel like farts out lightning at people above him. It's amazing. Look.
Maybe you should change the footage. Like people
were
having a way better reaction with Forza.
Oh no, they're not. They're all
it's one of those things where I feel like I should look away, but I just can't.
Yeah, I'm
glued to it. It is
You're just not going to focus on the podcast at all, right?
That's it.
Yeah, we don't need to stare at these little flashy balls. That's all I need for entertainment.
A bunch of snowballs being thrown at the
enemies. It is like proper captivating, isn't it?
It's fun to play though because you don't even do it. You just hold A down and just plow through. It's amazing, but. I just couldn't. It was just the enemies. The enemies are so crazy and stuff. I just love them. And I was like, I didn't even know this came out on the Mega Drive, or Genesis for you common American folk.
I think it's just amazing how we are getting distracted by our own gameplay footage here during the podcast.
What's annoying? I literally played this about an hour before the show, and I'm watching it back like, "Ooh, this looks good." Like I know
all the enemies look really fucked up as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's like imagine if like Resident Evil was like a shmup on a Mega Drive. This is the sort of characters you'd get.
Yeah,
weird like half-made fucking monsters and shit. I love it. So check it out. It's called Gnug or something like that. It's a name I cannot pronounce.
What name? Sorry,
what's it called?
Gnug or something like that.
Gnug.
Is it what?
Gunga? G-U-N-G-R? It's not that one, is it?
Okay.
G-Y-N-O-U-N or something.
No, there's like fucked up screaming faces and stuff. It's really fucked up. There's falling hands.
I'll put it in chat. This is how you pronounce it. If anyone can tell me how to pronounce this. Because I did look on YouTube to see if anyone else had said it.
Gnug.
If anyone watching this,
no, I think it's pronounced J, like Gnug.
Gnug.
Yeah.
That's us just shooting you. All the Jinners are out. We're shooting them, clearing them out. That's it.
So you got invincibility on, but you're making an effort to dodge the enemies. I quite like that. Make it look like you're not cheating when you recorded the video.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
In his look, I am a pro moment.
Okay, now is my time to do my job. Gino, what are your favorite features of the Xbox Series X and S, and what was your first year with the console?
Being able to
How
play
has
this
it
game.
been?
What the fuck is
yeah,
that?
this game is a highlight. I'm going to download this straight away. No, I think most of you said it. Quick resume is the thing that's been the best for me. It's just enabled me to play so many more games. Not having to piss about and wait 5 minutes for a game to load and then 2 minutes between certain sections. Like a quick 5-minute blast of something is literally you're playing the game for 5 minutes. And Forza Horizon 5 has been a recent highlight. That game is incredible. I'm playing it now, I'm not going to lie.
That's why he's been so quiet.
Yeah. No, it's just,
it's like a fucked up heart. Look at this.
Yeah, that's how you
Let-
kill him.
let
He
you
froze
not talk.
his heart off.
His spine's hanging out as well. Bless him. He's got a tiny head on his shoulder too.
I've no idea. It was going a bit too crazy to tell.
Yeah, it's just been a good year, I think. There's been good games. I enjoyed Hive Busters to start the year, Gears Tactics. And then I've played a lot of indies this year as well, because Game Pass is just chucking so many games at me to try out. I'm discovering all types of new games. I think Game Pass has been the best thing in the last year. It's been amazing. That and Quick Resume.
Game
Amazing.
Pass, I get quite
Awesome.
overwhelmed. Like they throw so many fucking games at you that it's hard to know what to play. Does anyone else
Every
find that?
time they put new games, it's
Nah.
really bizarre.
It's at the end of the month when they're like, this is leaving, and I'm like, oh shit, I've got to play these couple of games quickly. That's when it gets me. The rest of the time, I'm like, throw these fucking games at me, and then I realise I've not played half of them, and I get a bit sad. So.
Very well.
Yes, we did
Next
get Forza
topic.
Horizon 5. Yes, we did.
Oh,
Huge
yeah.
boy.
I'm playing it now.
There'll
I
be
can't
some
stop
footage
playing
up again in a bit when I get round. We've got one more game to show after this one's finished. Look at this level, though. You're in like a bloodstream. How fucking fucked up and cool is it? It's ace. Ratalaika Games have stepped up with this fucking port. I tell you, this is one of their best releases. They should do more fucking ports of classic games. So...
I just wanted to record a podcast.
I think it's you and Slayer who are the biggest fan of these type of games, aren't you?
I'm a huge Shmup fan, but I'm a Shmup fan from like the old arcades games. But getting to play them on console is fantastic. So, but we'll jump on to the next topic before Fabio explodes. Let's get it up. What is it? It is the Halo Infinite multiplayer.
There's something
launching
fishy
early.
going on in there.
How did that start? Because I'm really curious about that.
I have no idea. Everyone's just telling me now it's coming out on the 15th.
Why is this a topic then?
Because everyone's about it online. Like, there's so many sort of little things that hint it may happen. I don't know why it would happen. Because then they
There's
look
something
silly because
fishy
they
going
said,
on.
we aren't splitting it. We can't release it separate. And if they release it separate, and it sounds like it's going to be like a Game Pass Ultimate sort of only early access, which is going to piss a lot of people off if they do that. I don't
know.
care because I'm a subscriber, and I think it would get people subbing.
I think they're going to go for that. Holy shit! Like this has just happened. I think they're going to go for that shock value of like launching it early. I think that's going to do a lot of.
I don't think it'll be for everyone though. I think it'll literally be for Game Pass subscribers only. That's how they're going to make some money back on Halo.
I've got this feeling they're going to come out and say, surprise, motherfuckers, and boom, it's going to be on Game Pass, and everyone's going to lose their shit. What the fuck is that now?
Question,
Zombie Dazzling.
Like, that's a really good...
That's what I was just thinking. He looks like fucking Dazzling out of whatever his name is. Street Fighter.
Has the boss with the giant phallic penis been on yet?
No.
Oh, you'll see that in a bit.
Well, I can't wait for that one, though.
I don't think it is a penis, but it looks like a giant dick. And you'll see it. You'll know which one I mean when we get there, lads.
But yeah, I got a funny feeling they're gonna drop a prize on everybody and just fucking announce it. And it's just
you sold the game to Nezuko.
That's it, you see. I'm going to send this to the publishers and the PR guys and be like, look, we're selling your shit for you here. This is what you need. Put it on this fucking channel. We'll sell you games.
I'm almost about to buy that game.
It's like £4 or £5. It's great. It's really good. And if you're
pretty
an achievement
fucked
hunter, you're
up.
looking at like an hour at best. So
Is that with cheese and stuff?
Yeah, that's which you. if you can get the achievements without cheats, then you are a fucking god of gaming. Fucking hell. I couldn't get past like the 3rd level without cheats. It was so
yeah, I can't fucking play these games. I just don't have the reactions for it. I just get hit by everything.
But it's amazing. It's so much fun.
Use cheats. Simple as that.
But it's nice.
But like going back to the topic in question, like this is a really good thing to. This is something that we should think about. How does someone manages to make an early access to a free-to-play game?
That's how they do it.
They
make it. They link it. They just link it behind Game Pass. I think it'll be a game. If it does come out early, it'll be a Game Pass exclusive, which will piss people off. I don't think they should do that, but I feel like that gets people to buy Game Pass, and they want those numbers on Game Pass, don't they? They don't give
with Game Pass, just getting people on it. As soon as they get people on it, they're going to see the value of having it. I think that's the
just like crack.
Like,
it is.
I think like
it is like crack. We can't say that though.
Like, I do think that this is a bad move for them to do it, because they are all being pro-consumer since the beginning of this generation, and like now if they ended up doing this with like the game that everyone has been waiting years for, the biggest game that they have planned, Halo Infinite is coming finally, and you can only play it early if you have Xbox Game Pass.
I think that's the way to do it.
Multiplayer.
Yeah,
but it's bizarre because, like, here's the thing. I don't think they are going to release the campaign. I think they are going to be releasing the multiplayer. That's
it's just going to be multiplayer. It's not going to be campaign.
So
there was like
this is the bizarre part.
Only the multiplayer would be coming out on the.
This
15th.
is the bizarre part, because it's a free-to-play multiplayer.
But if you want to play it before official release date, you might have to have Game Pass.
They did say the Forza Horizon 5 thing with the extra pack you could buy in a Game Pass was a trial, and there would be more coming. Maybe this is it.
I don't mind that though. Like, it's not affecting a person who's going to just play it normally. The only people it affects, it don't affect anyone really. I do hope though with Game Pass, I hope they do like they do with Phantasy Star, and every month you get this random pack with some freebie stuff in. I hope they do that with Halo multiplayer. Like, even if it's just like one piece of armor every month, that's just for Game Pass subscribers. But I feel like they're missing a trick if they don't add that, because that just instantly adds value to Game Pass. It doesn't take much resources for them to do it, and it's just a win-win for everyone. Then, do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But I've not followed on with this Halo stuff. It's just been flooding my timeline all day, and like people you would trust that believe this, like you would sort of have been pretty on it with announcements have said it. Like Windows Central, I think, said it. Jeff said it. I think is it Tom Warren said it? I think loads of people have said it. So that's the only reason I'm taking notice, because I laughed about it when I heard about it. Like, if they do that, I thought it was going to be like a flight or something like that, an early flight. But it sounds like it's more than a flight. So who knows?
The full multiplayer mode, yeah.
Or it's a flight. It's a beta that lasts until launch, and then all your progress carries on.
I've kept mine installed just in case.
That's bizarre. I don't think it is going to be, because
that is the cock.
Because after the second game, the game tech. I'm trying to keep going with the show here. Like, after the second tech preview, that, oh my god, this is actually a cock.
That is a cock.
If anyone's wondering, if you listen to this on the podcasting services later, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's like a giant slug man, and it just looks like he's got a giant cock. I don't think that's what it is, but
that is a cock.
That's what it looks like, though, isn't it?
Cock killing simulator.
Yo.
When he dies, though, his cock doesn't die. The cock just stays there. The guy dies, and the cock doesn't. It's amazing.
Okay. Let me try to get myself calm here. And
it's Redder's face. He's like looking in different light.
Redder, stop looking.
That is a cock.
Okay.
How did they get away with that?
Clip. That's a clip there. We need that clipping. That is
it's definitely a penis. There's no way around
Please,
it.
Ash, change the footage.
No, we're on. This is the last level anyway. We're getting to the end.
Okay. Let me. Okay.
Compose yourself. Did the giant penis put you off? The giant,
Exactly.
the
This
giant
was quite
fucking-
shocking. Ah.
It's not shocking
This is
to me.
supposed
It's
to be
something
a
I see every
family
day.
show.
Okay.
Is it though? I mean, I think that
family
went out. That went out the window a long time ago, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
but
That's
like,
that intro. Do
I
you know when I
don't
say we
think
need
it- but like,
clips? That's the intro
But
clip.
like, here's the thing. I
It will
don't
be a family show,
like,
but that's
here's
a
the thing.
cock.
Like, I don't. Yeah, we need to make a buzzer with Reddit. Just saying that. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm trying to say is that when we had the second tech preview, people were asking to the developers, should I still keep the insider program installed, or can I just uninstall it and that's it? They said you can uninstall it. Like, it would be really bizarre for them to now say, oh yeah, we lied, you should have kept it installed, that's it. Like,
Yeah, and following
it's
on from
bizarre.
that as well. That enemy then was basically a dog's lipstick, wasn't it?
It
The
was.
second one. Yeah. But no, I've kept mine installed just in case.
Yeah,
You never
fair
know
enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I
for
don't
sure.
get why they would do it. I think it'd be a really cool like bomb to drop on this show, which we'll talk about as the next topic. But
It gets people talking, doesn't it? That's the thing. Like, it gets them back
you're
in the
going to
news.
piss a lot of people off at the same time.
I don't think it
It's
will
like a
piss people
double-edged-
off.
I think it will.
No, like, I think it will piss people off, and it won't at the same time. Just like the announcement of the local co-op of the split screen multiplayer is going to not be there at launch.
If it does, I mean, they're saying it's going to drop on the 15th. If it does drop on the 15th, that's really early, isn't it? That's like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Is it 4 weeks,
Yeah,
3 weeks before the main game drops?
Yeah,
That's a
but
good
still-
couple of DLC packs they can flog before official release date.
That's
Exactly.
crazy early.
Exactly. Like, I think.
But
I
fuck,
think
man, if
will
it gets
be
people
huge.
talking and buying Game Pass, it makes sense for them
Like,
to do it.
I think it would be huge, but I gotta be honest. I don't mind coming to Game Pass, being only available to Game Pass users, but I think that it would be best for them to send a message and to just drop the bomb. If they were just saying, "Oh yeah, it is free to play to everyone. Doesn't matter if you have Game Pass or not. That's it." And like, we are dropping this right now, and if you have Game Pass, you are going to get a free pack or something. You know what I mean? I think that's the best way for them to do it. Instead of instead of locking the game itself with Game Pass, just lock a freebie, and that's it.
Nah, drop it. Go for it. Go nuts. Just drop it in. Reward us Game Pass people.
Have we got a
We got
spam
a
bot in
fucking
chat?
bot. Yeah, we got a bot in chat.
Look at
Fuck
that.
me.
It's because you mentioned. It's because you said cock. You talked
It
about
is.
the cock.
It looks like my search history.
He thought it was.
Turned up.
He thought it was a skew.
Can you ban the bot? Can you ban this bot, please?
I'm
For the love of God, are we able to do that?
Let's
Put you
turn-
through time
out
out.
of chat.
Turned up the same time as Sensei. I'm not pointing fingers. but-
Yeah.
Did it
Brought
like
it
and
with him.
subscribe?
What is going on,
And
Sensei? It's
only-
good to see you in chat, man. Always a pleasure to have you here.
But just block this user for the love of God.
That's it.
We have
Clearly, we needed
he's been
to
blocked.
Clearly, we needed to talk about the giant.
We are
phallic.
officially
Yeah, right.
famous. We got our bots invaded the
Our
stream.
first
Nice.
bot.
That's it.
All we need now is a hate raid, and we're golden.
To be fair, though, since we launched the website, I keep getting
You've made it.
the bot emails like, "I looked at your website. It's fantastic. I really loved it, but your SEO and your search engine support could be a lot better." Like, fuck off.
Pay me a lot of money, and I will do
Obviously,
it
it's
for
not
you.
that bad because you fucking found it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sensei,
I'd
man,
like
you
to
missed
check
the
out
giant
really
cock.
cool. I don't
Oh,
even think the
damn.
giant cock's on the end here. You know, I think it doesn't come back.
Oh, mate, you have to
Holy
rewind
crap!
it.
Holy crap!
You must be able to
Raditz, you
rewind
are in
it.
love for the
Look,
giant cock,
that's
right?
in without the
I'm amazed
What
that there's a
the hell is
massive
this
giant
now?
cock in an old game. Like, how they managed to get away with that? Is that why this game is basically unheard of?
Ash, put on the screen. I'm amazed by Raditz.
He's
I'm
an
amazed
old
that
man,
there's a
Redders. He
giant
can only get
cock.
the cock up on the screen once a night now. Come on.
This looks weird, man. What is this now? It's like an unborn fetus or something. Jesus Christ!
No, that's the
Actually,
other.
yeah,
That's the
it could
other
very well
half. That's the other half of the cock. I think after you've shot
No,
his
I
cock
think
off.
I think Slayer's right. I think that's like some fetus.
I don't
It's
know.
like
This
a
is the
wasp.
last. I think this is the last boss. I had no idea. It's
It
got
looks
the
like
best
some
ending as
fucked
well.
up wasp.
It's a proper
Ah,
80s.
Jesus.
It's a proper 80s ending. Even though it's a 90s game, it's one of those proper shit endings where it just sort of like goes, "Congratulations."
You win.
Congratulations,
That's
you
it.
killed the
Thanks,
giant
Freebie.
cock.
Thank you so much. Freebie. Really appreciate it.
You mean like not to slate one of our supporters, but Mask of Mist?
Sensei's comments.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
That does look like some butt plugs you can get.
Oh
you
my!
would know. But yeah,
Is it over?
I
Is
think
it over?
I think that's
Is
the
it
last.
dead?
It doesn't even explain what's. Look, I've sent my angels.
And
on
it was
it.
at that point the show took a turn for the worst.
Is this the one you want me to review? Or?
Unclear.
No, I think there is a review of this. It went live like half an hour before the show, so jump on after the show, check out the review.
Oh,
we
here
go, this is
comes
the
the
end block.
angel boy.
What does he turn into a statue? Oh, yep.
That's it.
There you
yeah.
go.
That's the end.
Wow, that is utterly shite.
He's immortalized. That's beautiful. I like that. Poetic.
What's
He's a
poetic
cock
about it?
monster.
Get off
They
the
got a
ear.
statue
God,
on.
Good game.
That's it. Get off the ear. There we go.
You are a great fighter. Congratulations.
You're a great fan. Congratulations.
And then it just
Even
starts
though
the
you-
game again.
Even though you cheated, you're a great fighter. Don't worry about it.
Right, let's move on to another sort of classic, great, fantastic game to watch. Let's put it on. Here we go.
Certainly is
Sensei.
cock tense. And
Please. Here's. Take a,
Oh
That's
man,
what
I
they
want
just
to.
said. They just
I want to
said-
play this game. Can't wait to play this game.
what is this?
Play this on PC.
Just
play
that
it on
beyond the
PC.
page, wherever it's
Oh,
called.
it's just that Smurfs
There we
game.
go. Now we can go back into the.
Look at that. The graphics look awesome.
Hopefully.
The graphics are really good on it. Yeah. So anyone
Fun
who's
fact,
listening to
the
this is the Smurfs game.
The first game I ever played was on a Commodore 64, and it was Smurfs. And I used to love it because every time they jumped over a fence, they would land and make a fart noise. I remember being like 4 or 5 years old and just laughing my fucking head off every time they jumped over.
Oh, they should have had an Easter egg in this game where they did the same thing.
I think it was called Smurfing back then or something. It wasn't actually called Smurfs. It was called like Smurfing or something.
What's going on, man? It's taking a while to load.
Different
Oh
thing
yeah,
if you Google it now.
it's a very long load. That's the only downside. So
Jeez.
The long load was on the last game, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Sensei's
Gina,
missed
Gina,
all of
I
it. He
just
don't even know, he don't even
Gina,
know the beauty
Gina,
of
I
it.
just wanted to
Oh,
say
you just have to
we
go back and
didn't
watch
miss
it.
you at all.
Predators was my way on Forza, and I had to take care of
Sensei, I'm just going to throw this out there. Your driver tar is an absolute fucking lunatic. And every time I went for a PR stunt, I would always find him like right around the entrance to a PR stunt, and he'd always ram me off the fucking road every time.
Damn.
I tell you what, that is my only gripe with Forza Horizon 5. By the way, if you're going for the PR stunts, you'll drive away from the PR stunt, and when you come back, there'll just be 5 new driver tires that have just spawned right in front of you. I hate that. I know they want to make it feel like the game is, populated and shit, but that's infuriating. Because they literally just appear.
It's amazing.
It does. Look at this. This is great. It's like
They
Okay.
put
an
effort
awesome
into it. They
cartoon.
put effort into it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I like
It's
it.
such a weird sort of non-popular license nowadays.
I used to love collecting.
I'm sure they're huge.
I used to love collecting these little bastards in Kinder eggs. Do you remember them? They were great.
Oh man, the Kinder Eggs today suck, man.
Does anyone have any other comments in terms of the Halo release?
Oh yeah, Halo.
It looks.
Will it have?
We were
Will they have
way off
giant phallics as extra content? Is that why it's coming out early? Because it's so big.
It will have a lot of cocks
man,
playing
that's
online.
good.
So.
Actually, 09.
Whoa. Frame rate drops.
Oh,
crap.
to be fair, it's when I'm recording on my laptop. It doesn't like it very much. So I'm
You
using
playing
a
this on a
mouse.
potato?
No, I had Spotify open. I've had to mute it because there's like Michael Jackson blaring out right now. because I was listening to Spotify. I was getting sad that Vice City didn't have Michael Jackson, so I played loads of Michael Jackson music. Thought, fuck it, I'll play some Smurfs.
Wait, but how come you couldn't play this on the Series X?
Pardon?
How come you couldn't play this on the Series X?
How come
You
I
can't
haven't?
yet.
I haven't bought it on the Xbox. I've just got the PC version.
He's pirated
okay.
it.
I used to fucking love the Smurfs growing up. Such a
He hasn't
cartoon
pirated it
series.
before somebody strikes us down. I was lying.
It used to be on every
Yeah.
morning, didn't it? It's every
Yeah,
morning
man.
at 7 o'clock. Always get Smurfs.
Gentlemen, next topic. Please.
Topic, giant.
I thought we were
Alex
still talking about Halo.
gaming. Should this be allowed?
Halo looks amazing. I watched the Game Informer and the IGN previews after they played a bit of the campaign, and I am super excited. I've booked 3 days off work to play it when it arrives, which
You'll be gutted if it comes early, then, won't you?
I've got Monday off just in case. Yeah, I got Monday off. So
We still talk about the giant cock.
yeah, I got to play with.
Fabio's still here. Do you mind? Come on.
I really love for that. Holy fucking shit.
Wait,
they
they-
said you got to book it Monday.
They said it's
That's
supposed to come out
actually
this
really
Monday.
Yeah. Did you not listen to that whole conversation we just had?
Oh
the whole
my
topic?
God.
I was too busy.
Oh, no.
Looking at
Oh no,
things
look
off
at the
the
grass
footage.
physics. That's not going to go down well.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna get so
Zane
much
was
hate.
just Too busy
Oh, that plan
watching
moved.
the big giants. You know what?
No. I mean that that the whole like Redder's response to it was a little bit.
There's no
Like a
shame in
giant
my game,
Fabio.
mate.
Yeah, so we'll jump on to the next topic. But for all those people that aren't watching
Oh,
this,
you're stuck.
yeah, I found a little
No?
got
okay.
stuck there for a second. But for anyone who's watching this, or just as I say, listening to this on sort of Spotify, Google Podcasts, thank you for listening. It's nice that you attend, but you're missing out on some crazy shit by not watching the video of this. So head on to YouTube. This is me trying to get up the wrong side here and getting annoyed. I would like fucking don't got a double jump.
Tell you what, man,
Now
this
to figure
game's
out
gonna
it
get
was on the other side.
this game's gonna get torn apart on Twitter. The plant physics are shit.
So
I don't think Jeff Keighley's going to be reading this name out in a couple of weeks, is he? As a contender.
I don't know if he thinks Hideo's fucking had a out to do with it, he'd fucking be well over that. Like a tramp on chips, wouldn't he? Fucking...
So,
But yeah,
I
so
thought
what is
from what
everyone's thoughts? What will be shown at the Xbox anniversary show? Now, this comes at a time when obviously there's been some sort of hints that there may be backwards compatibility stuff coming.
Yeah.
A lot of backwards compat games.
That's what I'm
showing up
hoping
on the
for.
store today, like Manhunt, Red Dead Revolver, Max Payne 1
Manhunt?
and 2 have all shown up. Yeah, they've all shown up
Oh,
on the
shit,
Xbox
really?
store today. Yeah, on new releases. So there's
Mad
rumors
Max 1 and 2.
There's definitely something going on between Take-Two and Microsoft in there that people don't know about. It just seems a bit fucking weird. Like all this.
They were acquired. That's it. No, just
No, I don't think they were acquired, but I think they have gone into some sort of partnership.
But loads of
Money.
games were backwards had backwards compat updates today. So this is like Gears 1, Fable Anniversary, Assassin's Creed, Dead Space 2, Oblivion, loads of Sonic games, Fallout New Vegas. All of them have had an update today. So that seems to me to think there's something coming for backwards compat.
hopefully.
I just hope. Just give us a big glut. Like here's another like 20. It's
100.
20th anniversary of Xbox. Here's 20 games at least.
Or just give us
100.
something. I don't know.
Yeah, 100, 200, all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If fucking Vice City can take out all good songs, you can take out all songs out of all these other games so we can have them. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, Microsoft. Stop.
Besides, it's been
Spend
too
that
long
money.
since we've had any additions, so I feel like it's about
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
the
look, the
one.
boss
Oh,
back.
there it comes again.
Do it right.
there you go. I blocked it. I put them in a timeout. I thought that would deal with it. I thought slapping them on the wrist and be like, "You naughty bot." But obviously, that didn't work. But the ban now. So sorry to.
Wait.
Bring
You
forth
didn't
the
ban-
ban hammer.
Wait a second. I thought you banned this guy. Really?
Yeah, why would
No,
you put him
just-
in timeout as a bot?
He just muted him for a bit.
Yeah,
dare
I,
you.
I pressed the wrong button originally. It was
You
like
really,
you've been banned
you
for
really,
3 minutes
you
or
really
something.
wanted
so.
to check on the link that he has to offer, right? Is that it?
So winner of the competition is the naughty chatbot.
Yeah, right. Imagine.
You want the naughty chatbot's comments just for the algorithm, don't you?
Yeah,
That's why you keep letting him sneak through, just so it'll push us up a little bit.
We want that sweet interaction.
There we
But
go.
yeah, if you're watching live, please hit the like button if you haven't already. Share this out on social media. Every little helps. Like I say, it just boosts us up the shit algorithm that YouTube has. So just so people know we're here, basically. And we'd love to see, obviously, more people need to see this giant retro phallic penis. So share it out. If you're listening to this later on demand, just give it a share, give it a like. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all those sort of things, tell your friends about it, tell your family about it, like it, 5-star it. We're 5-star on Google Podcasts and all that shit. Every little helps. I hate pushing stuff, but weirdly you have to. So sorry.
Yeah. But going back to the anniversary events, I gotta say the thing that I am mostly I would love for them to talk about is because they said that they are not going to make any big game announcements. They're not going to do that.
No,
they are just going to.
They said no new games announcements. So, like Halo, technically, they've already announced that, so that could be a big announcement.
Mm-hmm. It would make sense.
Fair enough.
It would make sense for them to show off Fable. I know that's a
big
album.
But
Playground Games just dropping Forza Horizon and Fable being one of the biggest games on Xbox 360.
But here's the thing.
Surprised they dropped Fable.
But here's the thing. Besides my wish for them to just release something from the backwards compatibility, the return of the backwards compatibility, I would love to see them talking about more of the history of Xbox, because here's the thing. It's been 20 years that Xbox has been created. So I want to see people from that time. I want to see Ed Freeze. That was the guy who made the purchase from Bungie and Rare at the time. And I want to see old people from Bungie and Rare to talk about how is their relation with Xbox, what were their thoughts during that time, what changed, what didn't, all that kind of stuff. I just want to see something like that. If they managed to bring the Stamper brothers, that were the founders of Rare, that would be really huge. Because we do have Craig Duncan, he is a good studio head, but I don't think he would be the best person to fit the scenario of how has it been those 19 years since you've been part of Xbox. You know what I mean? So
need Peter Moore to come back and show he's got a Xbox 20 tattoo over his tit.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
You know what I would love for them to do it? Peter Moore shows his Halo 2 tattoo, and Phil Spencer out of the sun shows a Halo Infinite tattoo. And that's it. That's the end of it.
No, Phil Spencer pulls his trousers down. He's got Xbox tattooed on his ass. That's it.
I want to see Peter Molyneux from Liongate come out on stage, promise a load of shit, and then disappear into obscurity again.
Peter Molyneux. They're going to wheel him out. He's going to be like, "I am now in charge of Fable, and we're using Kinect, and it's going to be Fable Milo, and it's going to be a combination of them next gen."
It's going to be Fable Legends Milo.
That's it.
Whatever you plan to tree in the game, 4 years later, a small child will grow. And then just off there. I just see Sarah Bond on stage going, games. These are the games we got. This is the games you can look forward to. Here's some games. And,
I hope as well we get what do you call it? Some themes and stuff like that. Just a little bit. Did you see those bellends on Twitter kicking off at that developer or the woman that works at Microsoft because she got a badge for her profile that says, "I work at Xbox and it's the 20th anniversary," and they kicked off about it.
I fucking give up with Twitter. I really do. There's some right fucking trolls on that platform. They ruin it for everybody, I think. I can't stand people that just go on there and just to spout negativity and hatred towards a platform they don't play on just because they've got nothing to play themselves. It's just, it makes no fucking sense to me.
I think you should set up spaces to talk about this, Reddit.
I should.
Let's make a Twitter Spaces just so we can talk shit about Twitter Space. That's it.
Yeah. There's one guy who keeps hosting them and falling asleep all the time.
Is it
for 8-9 hours?
Really? I just don't fucking get it. Why are they sitting in these Twitter spaces? I mean, PlayStation guys are literally sitting in Twitter spaces bashing Xbox all day. what the fuck is actually going on in the world right now. It's bizarre to me. Like, I don't get it.
Should be like Redders out there bashing bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what should be doing.
Digging ditches and burying bitches.
There was one guy. There was there was one PlayStation fanboy who was roasted during his own Twitter space when he was hosting. A guy decided to challenge him up and say a lot of stuff about him, and he just wasn't able to answer it. Simple as that.
It's fucking stupid, but there's no need. I tell you what, I did see today. You get a really cool dynamic theme if you've got the 20th anniversary Xbox pad.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting
I saw that, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Looks awesome.
It affects my gaming experience, I find, if I spend too much time on Twitter. Because, like, you'll see a game that you really like, and you'll go to Twitter, and then immediately it's, oh, this looks fucking shit. This looks shit.
Reddit.
This looks shit.
It's not
Wait a
Reddit,
second.
it's Gina with his fucking mechanical keyboard.
I bet he's eating
There we
fucking
go.
Jaffa cakes, isn't he?
I'm sorry if I was about to interrupt Radus, but thank you, Gina, for muting yourself while
No, I
you were
muted him.
opening.
I muted him. He was just like,
like a fucking jackhammer on that keyboard.
Amazing.
I thought he was opening a pack of fucking biscuits or some shit. It sounded like full on.
He was going into those Twitter spaces, man.
Yeah, it wasn't a keyboard. I was opening a bar of chocolate. Very rustly.
Getting ready.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do show off Fable, or at least an update on Fable, because Fable is one of their like bigger franchises, and I think everybody now that Playground Games are in the news for how well Forza Horizon 5's done, I think they'll be a very much a. Oh yeah, by the way, check out what else these awesome guys are working on. Boosh, Fable.
But like, what sort of updates would make you satisfied? Gameplay, a release date, just a new trailer?
Gameplay for sure. I want to actually see that.
Yeah.
No, gameplay. I think it is.
Well,
way
maybe
too
not even
early
gameplay.
for them
Maybe
to
like
show gameplay.
maybe like one of those captured in-game footage videos of like a little trailer of like Albion and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be really cool. But just I can see them doing it.
beast
Because
around
it-
in a V8.
I really, yeah.
Because here's the thing: for us to see live gameplay we are still dealing with a early production game like Everwild and Hellblade 2.
I saw they were advertising for a was it Elite
Fable's
Quest designer for Fable the other day.
There's
on
people
Twitter.
saying they've been working on Fable for over 4 years. So
Really?
it's not. Yeah,
Interesting.
they just managed to keep it a secret, which is unusual because Xbox shit at keeping secrets.
Yeah, normally they're like.
I don't.
"Here's a
I really
secret,
don't.
here's a
I really
secret."
don't. I know you guys are going to fucking bash me for this, but I really don't hope it's going to be a fucking Halo circle jerk. Like, oh yeah, look at all Master Chief stuff. Like, for fuck's sake,
I hope it's a board backwards compat. I hope they have like a compilation of all the best bits, like a video package. I hope they show off a load of backwards compat games. They'll release a load, maybe some sort of like skins or some like DLC that's sort of tied in with the anniversary. And I'd like to see them do like a video package of some of the upcoming stuff they've announced. Like, this is the past, this is now, and then this is the future sort of thing. But whether they do or not, I don't know. But I'd be happy with just the backwards compat, me.
I feel like we haven't had any back and pack games in a very long time, like any new ones. So maybe we will get like a whole bundle, or maybe we'll get some more FPS boost announcements, because we haven't had any of them in ages either.
Hopefully.
I think there's going to be a lot of Halo Redders. I think you're going to be very, very angry watching this show, to be honest.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
You're going to try Infinite and you're going to love it. All the reviews are saying like how.
I don't think I'm going to
open
play it.
world.
I might play it. I just don't know. It's
Do it.
fucking Halo, and Halo never appealed to me. I was late to the party, and I just
But
never
a
really got on board.
fucking giant cock, it does appeal to you. Right? God damn
It doesn't
it.
appeal to me.
Yeah.
It just took me by surprise. There's just Bush. There's a giant cock.
But that giant cock game may have co-op, which for Fable doesn't. So
Fable 3 had co-op.
not Fable. I mean Halo. Sorry, Halo Infinite didn't have co-op. So
Yeah.
Can you really call Fable 3's co-op though? Like, I think the multiplayer was fucking horrendous in the Fable games. I don't understand why they tried to add it. It is awful.
Well, what about you, Slayer? What could you expect?
Dude,
But no, like I said earlier, like I really want
Just backwards
compat games.
compatibility?
Yeah, and and like I said, Fable gameplay. I mean, that'd be nice.
Uh-huh.
I really want to see what that game looks like because I'm curious to see. I've been excited for that game since they've announced it. and I feel like games can knock it out of the park. So
I've just realised it's been a long time since we had a close up of Slayer's face.
All right.
All right, just for you.
Hey, look at him.
There we go.
They're playing away.
I'm not doing another one till we hit 15 likes on the video. So if you want to see Slayer's face up close, get like.
Bring the female viewers in.
So glad he doesn't have Loris.
I just noticed we have 14 likes right now.
Beard's gonna be thin there.
One more like gets you.
One more like, we get more Slayer. Hello, my over 50s listeners. How are you doing? Look at that beard.
Amazing. Brazilian Santa Claus, as Gina mentioned.
He's had a rough few years, bless him. I tell you what, though, I started watching. This is totally off topic. I started watching that Santa's Sleigh film where it's Bill Goldberg from WCW and WWE playing Santa, who's actually the son of Satan. And after 1,000 years of being Santa, he now doesn't have to be good. He's just going around fucking killing people for shits and giggles.
That sounds awful.
It's an amazing, terrible B movie.
Did you see that?
No, you don't have to. Oh my God.
There we go. Gina was just typing all over again.
Did you see that Mel Gibson movie? I can't remember what the fuck it's called. It came out last year where he plays Fat. Is it Fat Man?
Fat Man. No, I haven't. I've got it. I've not watched it yet. It's this Christmas.
That movie's so shit that it's actually enjoyable.
Fair enough. So there's
it's Santa Sleighs. It's amazing. It's got Bill Goldberg in from WWE. It's such a terrible B movie horror film. But just imagine Goldberg with a big bushy Santa beard and that going around, and he's just murdering people because he can. That's it.
I gotta say, I think that a best actor for that role would be Kurt Russell. I don't know. I just think Kurt Russell would be so awesome as a.
He was a Santa once, wasn't
he? Yes, he's in Christmas Chronicles.
But I mean, as an asshole Santa Claus.
Nah.
Simple as that.
Confuse the kids.
Christmas Chronicles is pretty good, actually. I quite like Christmas Chronicles. Yeah, if you've got kids, Christmas Chronicles is a good film.
Second one's okay. First is better.
Has anyone watched Home Sweet Home Alone yet? That came out yesterday, or just me?
Is it surprisingly funny?
Is it that shit Home Alone remake?
It's not a remake. It's a sequel. It's a separate film, but it's in the Home Alone. It's in the same universe because characters from the first two films are referenced. Kevin McAllister's brother is the cop in it, and they mention that is Kevin rings him every year, taking piss out of him for being home alone and shit. So it's weird because in that film you feel sorry for the burglars because the kid's a little fucking fat bastard who's a little twat.
They are actually remaking Home Alone, aren't they?
Spoiled shit.
It's
this one. It's like a remastered. It's like a sequel, but It's weird, but
after Marvel created an amazing connected cinematic universe, everyone is trying to make a cinematic universe, and Disney thought Home Alone. I can do that. We'll make another movie based in the same universe about a kid getting stuck at home.
They should just do Macaulay Culkin as the kid, but he's just his normal age, and they just don't mention it. And he just plays the characters as a kid, but really is like a 30, 40-year-old bloke now, but no one ever mentions it. That's the film.
Did you ever see that? Did you ever see that advert they did where he reprised the role of Kevin McAllister, but his life has taken a very dark turn?
Yeah,
did you ever see that?
He's had a hard life because of it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and he ends up sticking someone in his basement or something. It was proper fucked up.
They could have done a sequel where he's the bad guy because he's just that fucked up. They've missed the trick, honestly.
Okay, that's it. We are now a movie podcast.
Hey, there's so much to talk about.
What topic are we on?
Zuko says he watched Dune finally, and it's a good movie.
I still haven't seen it. I have it to watch. I just haven't seen it yet. I mean, I have to get to the cinemas to watch it, but I haven't seen it yet.
There we go.
We're talking about what you want to see at the anniversary show.
Are we?
Happening this week.
Are you sure we are talking about it?
I'm not the one that's supposed to keep us on topic. That's the difference.
Apparently, Xbox needs a superhero game, doesn't they? So everyone wants.
I don't buy into all that shit. You don't need
apparently not that many people play it.
Why the fuck do
want-
people want a Superman game? I don't get that. Like, it's
Oh,
Superman.
I'd love one.
He's the most boring fucking superhero ever. He is Superman. We get what kills him, kryptonite. Great. I don't
I
care
like
about
Superman movies, like Man of Steel. Fantastic. The problem you got is when you do a movie like Justice League, and he's so powerful, he doesn't need any of the people around him. Like that, there's a one scene where he literally beats the shit out of all of them without even trying.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's just proved why he doesn't need any of you. Like, this movie makes no sense.
And
Right.
He's
this
just
is
proved
get.
why
You're
he
gonna
doesn't
get.
need a mustache.
You're
this is why the Snyder Cut
remake.
is
That's
much
what you're
better.
getting.
They're
Xbox
trying
is
to-
going to buy the rights to the Superman 64 game just for you, Gina. That's it. That's all you get.
I mean,
I think it was.
bollocks.
I think it was. I can't remember who it was on Steel Sentinel on Twitter. I think a Daredevil game would be great, or a Punisher game. Daredevil would be fucking brilliant. Could you imagine a Daredevil game with the parkour of Assassin's Creed Unity? My God, that'd be amazing.
be good if the
The
visuals
whole
were like
screen
that.
would just be black, though, wouldn't it? Because he's blind. So it'd
If
be
they did
really
it like
boring.
Chronicles of Riddick game, when you went in the dark and you could just see the outlines and you could ping and stuff, that'd be great. I'd be on board with
Yeah.
that.
Well, no, the
I
thing
think
is,
you
like,
just do it as
it's-
first person, just black. That's it.
it's third person, and like you could. There's no reason why you couldn't give him like radar abilities and shit.
He's not a fucking dolphin or something.
He's pretty much a fucking bat, though, isn't he?
He's pretty much a bat.
Yeah,
he's more
the bat
Batman than
balls.
Batman. Let's be fair.
Is that whale off of fucking Finding Nemo 2? Is that what we're saying that Daredevil is? Rubs his fucking head and the fucking waves go out.
A Punisher game would be good.
We really have turned into a movie podcast all of a sudden, haven't we? Fabulous streaming.
That's what I'm talking about. That's it. The footage is over. Let's wrap this up.
Are they meant to be making a new fucking Punisher series with John Berthnell still?
Jesus
heard they-
Christ.
I heard that they kept him on.
For fuck's sake.
Let's just mute Fabio. There's no need for that language, mate.
It's a family show.
Family show.
Yeah,
mate.
it's a family show. Full of giant cocks and shit.
That's not a cock, that's Sammy Snake.
There is eggs.
Okay. Wrap it.
A love
Wrap
length,
and
a
wrap.
20-foot love length.
That's it. Kill the footage. It's all done. It's all good.
We've got another topic, yeah, haven't we?
Have we?
Yeah. We have. It's sort of a quick roundup of things. Let me just get it up in front of me. So basically, a few bit of news. Game Pass Ultimate subscribers can now get 75 days of Crunchyroll Premium for free.
Thanks,
So
Sony.
if you
Oh,
want to
wow.
watch some anime, thank you, Sony, for giving us sort of like 3 months free.
What a fucking perk.
Well, if you like anime, it is.
Yeah, like people like anime. I don't know if you heard about that sort of fan base.
No, I made it out of my basement, so anime doesn't appeal to me.
You say that, and then you got like aroused over a giant demon cock.
I didn't get aroused. I was watching the
No,
game
why?
and suddenly just saw a giant cock.
No,
It took me by surprise. It did me a start.
It's a family picture. Simple as that.
I want to know how that got through. Fucking how that went gold, because that game came out back in the days when you couldn't have a giant cock on TVs.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah,
did
why
that
not?
get pushed through publishing?
Why not? It's not a penis. It's just it's a snail or something, like a monster.
It's a cock.
It's a cock.
It's a
It's a
cock.
massive
Let's be
giant
fair.
mechanical.
It's
To
clearly
sum
just
everything
your
up.
mind. If you're dirty minded, that's what you get.
Okay.
Cheers, Next Gen 720. We appreciate that, dude. Thanks for
Thanks
stopping
so
by
much,
and your watch.
Dope show, the ramblings of 5 idiots. Sponsored by Lowe's.
Yeah, soon, hopefully.
That's
Something else to talk about. This was causing an uproar on Twitter by idiots. Forspoken, you know, the Square Enix 2-year exclusive for PS5 that's also coming to PC, has shown up on the Microsoft Store. Looks pretty cool, but it has like
or
for
Xbox.
PC, not for Xbox.
Ah, no. Oh my god, I'm so surprised.
No, well, it's already been announced for PC, but it's coming to Microsoft Store. But it has achievements, so that leads me to think:
Oh,
could it possibly come to PC Gamepass? Because why would they put it onto Microsoft Store, which is shit, and we all know it's shit? when they could just put it on Steam. The only reason things come to Microsoft Store, big games, is when they're either Microsoft games or they're going on Game Pass nowadays. So I wonder if that could be a thing. Like, it's not coming to Xbox for 2 years. That's confirmed because
Ash,
they
Ash,
put it in the trailer.
I need to interrupt you, but we got 15 likes
15
now.
likes,
Go
man.
on.
Come
on.
Just double check.
Give us some
Let's do
Slayer.
it.
There we go.
Give us
It
what
is
you
your
want.
time, Slayer.
There he is.
Ah, people
Oh,
have
man.
spoken.
This is what your 15 likes gets you.
Yep, there
20
you go.
likes, you'll take the shirt off.
Oh my god. Yeah, this shirt. Shirt.
The rest of the show is only going to have Slayer's face on it.
No,
For every five additional likes, Slayer will remove an item of clothing.
Oh my
No,
god.
we're not doing that.
Don't do that.
We don't-
Don't you
We
dare
don't
to
need
do
no
that.
more
Don't.
porn bots coming into the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Then you're gonna think that I brought him here. Get out of
You
here.
did, don't you, lie?
Slayer's milkshake
Uh,
brings all the fanboys to the yard.
That's what I've been doing while I was sick. I was just creating bots, you know.
Player's wife beater brings all the spam
like
bots to the
but
yard.
Oh my god.
Right.
But Ash, going back to the thing you said, I don't
Oh,
think
shit,
it
what
is
were we
going to
talking
be
about?
available on Game Pass, to be honest.
Why?
Forspoken.
Why would it not come to Game Pass PC? I think
Like,
it's a good chance.
Like, I think it's because Sony is going to try everything to make
They
it
might do, but I
stay
think
away from Game Pass. You know what I mean?
Phil likes slipping that money out, and if he can't have it on Xbox, what would be funnier than, yeah, you've got 2 years exclusivity on PC, on console, but I'll just put it on our PC Game Pass, just for
See
shits
that?
and giggles.
Sensei knows where it's at. Sensei's on the money.
No, don't unlike, just get your friends to like them all. So tell your friends to come and watch the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's the 1,000 subscriber perk. It's just going to be a 3-hour live stream of just Slayer's face, nothing else.
Yeah.
It's going to be him sat there looking at the camera for 3 hours.
If we
I
get
think-
While
to
I'm editing,
20,
sure.
if we get
I
to
think-
20 next week, Alucard will show you where he keeps the bodies.
Holy crap.
I think for 1,000 subs. Actually, no.
Okay.
I think for the premium Patreon package, we should have a Slayer calendar where he's in different poses.
Oh my
Amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Christmas, I'll be in like in a onesie.
Yeah. One where no nut November, he can be completely naked, covering his wang with a
Oh
cowboy hat.
my.
We'll get that alien penis from that game and just Photoshop it over.
No.
Ash, I think we're going too far. Ash, we're going too far. Wrap this up.
We can never go too far, Fabio.
You can never go
Yes,
too far.
we
But
are.
I just
There's
thought
no
it was
shame in our
interesting.
game.
People on Twitter are taking it the wrong way, thinking that it means it's not going to be exclusive to PS5. It is. They've announced that, you idiots. It's just coming to PC as well, day one. But I just thought it was interesting. It was coming to Microsoft Store as well with achievements, so it means I can play it and get achievements without
is
having to play it on
curious.
PlayStation for me. So
Forspoken is that tech demo that they've turned into a game, isn't it? Is that Lumen's tech demo?
It's no. It's the Project Athia that they showed during the
Yeah.
PlayStation 5
Yeah.
showcase. The first one.
I mean, it's pretty.
It's a game that I could not be any less interested in.
It
Everything
looked really
they've
good, I
shown,
thought.
it just looks
The
gash.
bit that
it
I
looks
saw, I
good,
thought
but it
was
looks
really good.
very generic.
They've got to sort out the fucking lip syncing issues.
Yeah, it's not for me. Not my type of game. They keep showing it, and I'm just like, this. Nothing about this game is appealing to me. So yeah,
Ah, Jesus.
a
no,
year,
wrap
2
this
years,
up.
I'm okay.
Oh, here we
Wrap
go.
this up. There
Here
we
we
go.
go.
No.
He's even trying to
Where
find
it
it.
is.
Look.
There
There
it
it
is.
is.
Oh my god.
It's clearly like a space worm. Clearly,
Yeah, clearly. With a
It's a
helmet.
cock and balls, man.
this is for
Balls.
everyone who missed it earlier. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Like I say, let
So
everyone know
let's wrap
about us.
this
Like,
up
subscribe.
with this beautiful
While
minute.
we've got you here, I'm gonna plug our new website before we go. XBLpartypodcast.com. We post up daily gaming news and reviews. As you can see, look, these are all get added every day. You click on them. There's full press releases, news, trailers. All our reviews as of the last
Reviews.
couple of days of going up.
Yep.
They'll keep going up. And you can even listen to the podcast on the website. So you can't watch it, but you can listen to it. And something we're going to be doing on the first Saturday show of November, we'll be doing a sort of special live award sort of show as such. So this will be just a sort of a tongue-in-cheek sort of fun thing. You can go on the website right now, xblpartypodcast.com, and click on the thing where it says XBL Awards 2021. Literally fill in your game of the year, indie game of the year, sports game, etc., etc. Any platform, any console.
If you haven't played any sort of like racing games or stuff like that, just
leave it blank.
No
but
worries.
for the ones you can answer, fill it in. We're going to be collating all these sort of results at the beginning of the month. So I've got a couple of days from at the end of the month to when the show is. So I'm going to put these all into a spreadsheet, and we're going to do a proper little award sort of section on that show, just a sort of end of year. Now, games have to be nominated from the 1st of December 2020 to the end of November 2021. Anything outside of that doesn't qualify. And but the more people that vote, the more sort of variety it'll be. And if we get a load of votes, I might even make some funny little plaques and actually send them to the people that win them. So these indie devs are going to get like a trophy that's a picture of a fisherman, but it says like Indie Game of the Year, because I can. So go on the website and vote.
Because I can.
It's important to have a hobby.
Yeah.
Can we just send them pictures of Slayer?
No.
It'll
It's
just
health.
Yeah.
We'll get
A picture of Slayer's face.
No, we'll get those glass carving things. So when they put the glass, they like burn it in the inside of the glass. We'll do that with like the trophy on the front. That's a world class trophy. I mean, you don't get that sort of joy from the Keeleys. I mean, you get that from us. So go on, fill in the form. It takes like 2 seconds. Send it. And I'll add it to the list of sort of to process
Like you could just put some random nonsense prizes, like, oh yeah, this game receives a coconut 56.
Well, maybe we will.
You know what I mean?
It depends. It depends what gets voted for, basically. But I'd love to get as many people on as possible. We've had a handful already, but I haven't really announced it. I've just done it privately. I will be doing like proper posts about it going forward. So you guys are probably the first sort of public people we've told about it. So jump on and fill that form in. Masuko says, you guys review so many games. Yes, I do. I review too many games.
I'm so. Two things. I helped to review some, but here's another thing. You need to share more, man. To let us help you. Simple as that.
Just review what you want. I don't get given all these games. I review them, and I've asked people to do games, and people have turned them down. Redders, I'm talking to you. You didn't want to do that driving game.
I didn't want to play it. That's why.
Well, exactly.
I was too busy playing Forza Horizon.
But
I already had a driving game.
Was that the Formula Retro Racing game?
Yes, you got it instead.
Redders was the first option, not me. Thanks.
No, you just didn't reply quickly.
Oh, I feel like Redders would freaking destroy that game.
He was.
Probably.
Yes.
If you want a game
so
I have a tendency to like hate games a lot of the time, so I'm probably not the best person to
review.
No
worries, Ash. I'll try to bring more reviews to the channel.
Don't worry. But people like I try and do daily. So this coming week, for anyone that is interested, we've got a review of that Smurfs game. We've got a review of Life is Strange: True Colors. That Stardrich. It's a sort of side-scrolling indie shooter. Millie and Greg, The Immortal. Faraday Protocol, Dicey Dungeons, Fury of Dracula, and Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. They're the ones that are coming in the sort of more immediate future. So keep an eye out there coming from me. And I don't know what else will be coming in the future. But yeah, we keep coming and we don't stop coming. They just keep going. So
that's something you should see on a family show.
Yeah. We've got the giant cock, so we've gone past that. We've passed that link now.
Yep. This video is never getting monetized.
That's it. Well, I think that's about it this week. Like I said, we tried to keep it all about Xbox this week.
Did we?
All the topics were Xbox focused. We went a bit off topic, but the topics were all Xbox focused.
A bit off topic.
Thingy says, Masiko says, Dicey Dungeons is so fun, makes me smile. I'm glad because I haven't played it yet, so I'm looking forward to playing that. It's on Gamepass, so people check it out.
And one last thing before we leave. We do have a giveaway.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we
so let me. We totally forgot about that, didn't we, nearly? So
No, I didn't.
I'm going to run the numbers now. Give me a second. I'll do a ginner. I've just got to add everyone in, so we'll keep chatting for a second while I
Can't
add
help
everyone
but
off.
feel like an
What?
attack.
Can we get a zoom in on Slayer's face while you find the winner?
No, don't wait for that.
Quick
There we go.
question, not related to anything I'm doing at the moment. How does this eliminator thing work on Forza?
It's like a battle royale.
Yeah, it's a
What?
battle royale, so
Yeah.
you challenge people while you're driving around, and you beat them, and they get knocked out. And then when there's like 20 people or 10 people left, it just goes get to the finish, and you have to rush to the finish line, and whoever's there first wins.
Yeah, but there's people in like Porsche Carrera GTs,
Yeah.
and I've got a
Oh,
Volkswagen
yeah.
Beetle.
Look,
You
there's
can
like
you can drive around and
smoke
find
plume,
better
there's
cars.
smoke plumes, and there's like car drops. You have to find them.
Yeah.
It's and if you beat someone in a better car, you get their car.
Yeah.
I need a top 30 finish according to the thing, so I'm just going to drive around until there's less than 30 people left, and happy days.
There's
That's
an
it,
achievement
sit
to
in
win the
corner.
fucking thing.
It happens.
But yeah, like I say, thank you to everyone. Let me just pick the winner now. And the winner is Thimber. So congratulations,
Get on,
good
Thimber.
sir.
Hey.
You have won a copy of Fury of
Congrats,
Dracula.
bud.
Congrats, Timber. Good stuff.
Hit us up on Twitter. I will send you the code. It may be just slightly later after the show's finished. We've got another giveaway next week, already confirmed. I have got a copy of Faraday Protocol for Xbox. So we'll be giving that away on next week's show, confirmed. So same time, 8 p.m. GMT, 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern, 4 Brazilian, I think it is.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Brazilian now. You've got the weird times, haven't you? You don't want to change your times in Brazil.
Yeah.
You've got the weird times.
Yeah, we do. We do. We got a lot of weird times.
So we'll be giving that away. Faraday Protocol. It's like a first-person puzzle game. It's just come out this week, and so to win it, all you have to do is obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment in the chat while we are live, like all you amazing guys have done. So shout out to Thimber,
Well done, dude.
Suko, Sensei, Next Gen, Hee Boy, Spam Chatbot. KY Bot, Muppet, Power Man, all you guys in chat. If I've missed
I
anyone,
tell you what, man, I love it when chat's live. I love it when chat's going
Thank you
off.
so much,
It's brilliant.
everyone.
Yeah.
It definitely
But,
makes it a lot more of an experience.
We are back.
Yeah, and next week we'll be talking obviously about what happened on the 15th. Has Halo dropped? Did they announce all these backwards compact games? Who knows? We will find out soon, and we'll be chatting about it. But like I say, we're 19 subscribers away on YouTube from 500. Hit that subscribe. Tell your friends to hit that subscribe. If we hit 500, you get me playing Final Fantasy VII through gritted teeth live for like a live stream. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be on a weekend or in an evening or something. But we'll have a good laugh about it.
I would love for you to just put the comments away from my face right now, please, so I can say goodbye. Aha, there we go. Much better. Much better. Okay, let's go.
We can't show it, Sensei. Sorry. Can't show that because Fabio wants his face shown. So you heard it here first. Fabio doesn't like your comment, Sensei. So
damn.
I don't.
He doesn't like your comment. He just said he doesn't like.
Gets in the way, you know.
That's it. But yeah, big thank you to everyone for joining us. Big thank you to anyone that listens to this later on the podcast. Thank you to everyone who's been following us on Twitter and YouTube. It's been amazing. It keeps growing, so we're very humbled by it all. And love you guys loads. We'll see you all next week. And enjoy gaming. Have fun.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye.
Kermit joined us.